So I have something here that's pretty new. Well, it's new to me, but honestly, I think it's going to be new to a lot of you because I don't see a lot of people talking about this. So I want to go over what this program is, how you make money, of course, the pay, and is the pay worth it, and just give you a preliminary verdict of this platform and if it's worth it. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. On this channel, I help you with the gig economy, your side hustle, your full-time hustle, making money and creating multiple revenue streams. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. And even for this platform and more, make sure you have the best accessories. Check out my Amazon storefront, that linked down below. So yeah, this is actually not new. This platform was actually, maybe surprisingly, founded in 2018. So let me just tell you what it is here. It's Walmart Spark Delivery. So Walmart Spark Delivery, again, founded in 2018. Surprisingly, I've never really heard of this in years in the gig economy since 2015. I want to know, let me know down below in the comments, have you heard about this? Have you driven on Spark Delivery? And surprisingly, it's not available here in Pittsburgh, and it's not available in my former state in all of California, but it is available in a lot of marketplaces. Let's go over how this actually works and how to qualify. So you have to be minimum 18 years of age and be able to carry up to 50 pounds. Now, I will say I've done grocery delivery on Shipt and on DoorDash. And when it comes to heavy items, I never really had a ton of those heavy items. I mean, basically it's cat litter for those 50-pound items. And here's a map of the active marketplaces for Spark. And again, it's not available in Pittsburgh. Basically, it's available everywhere else in PA except Pittsburgh. Otherwise, I definitely apply. Okay, so how does this work? Firstly, your vehicle, right? So we can see here you can use any vehicle, which is kind of important here, any vehicle to complete the delivery. Be sure to register your vehicle with DDI. That is the, I think, third-party group, I believe it was, Delivery Drivers Inc. that Walmart uses for this platform, because your vehicle type and size will be used to match you with orders that fit in your car. So that is important here. It says you can use any vehicle basically, but keep in mind the size of your vehicle being paired with appropriate sized orders. Okay, nextly, something that is pretty important, I believe. It says, can you choose the area that I'm delivering in? And it says you do have the option to choose the zone which you complete deliveries in. Now, I think that's a good feature if you don't want to be pulled away, let's say 30 minutes, 40 minutes in your marketplace. And a good parallel to that is Amazon Flex. Now, Flex, it is parcel delivery with Amazon. But the thing is, you don't know where in your marketplace you're going to be delivering until you get to the warehouse and pick up your packages. So with this Spark Delivery, I like that, being able to choose your zone. So nextly, how do I receive orders? It says order offers are circulated through a systematic driver search engine and are sent automatically as offers to your app. That's interesting because with a lot of these apps in the gig economy, I mean, obviously it's algorithmic, but I'm curious here, is it literally just kind of a round robin random process where it has to come around to the drivers before you get another one? I'm curious here. Let me know your thoughts on that down below. So starting, I guess, going to the Walmart locations, right, for your pickup of these groceries that, again, is going to be paired with the size of your vehicle. I think there's some concerns there. I'm going to go over some warnings at the end of this video, but having done Walmart pickups on other apps, at least from what I've seen, associates bring these items, or in this case, the groceries, to your vehicle. So if it's the same case for Spark Delivery, I think that's kind of the best case scenario. Versus if you had to go into the store, if you had to carry out bag by bag or something, or load it into a cart, it's a lot easier. And actually that's what Shipt does for their grocery delivery services. It's on their delivery only platforms, associates actually bring out everything to your vehicle. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about the pickup process in a little bit, but I wanted you to see this about how this platform works making the delivery, because this is unique. So what happens if we're making the delivery and then the customer is not available? So it says here, drivers typically wait 5 minutes before contacting the customer. After selecting customer not home option on the app, you will see a 5-minute countdown timer to ensure that you wait the appropriate amount of time before returning the items to the store. Remember, there's no need to call it driver support if a customer is not home. Okay, big takeaway there. So if in the maybe off chance that the customer is not home, you have to wait that 5 minutes and then return the items to the Walmart. Now, frankly, I would assume that most times that customer is going to be home. They're making the order, and the way that most of these grocery platforms work, they're going to schedule a delivery window, or at least they're going to be notified of a delivery window. So we're going to think that they're home, but if not, you do have to return the items to Walmart. That's similar to Amazon. If you can't make a delivery, you have to return those items to the Amazon warehouse. Now, I checked, and one good thing about this, if you do have to return these items to the Walmart location, you will get paid. Okay, nextly, we can see that they do have stacked, or as they call it, batched orders here, which is nice. So that's 2 assignments that you're managing at one time. Now, I've done batched orders on Shipt, which is the Target-owned grocery delivery service. Now, with that, you actually have to shop for the groceries and then deliver. It's kind of a pain in my opinion. But with this, if you do have a batched order, I would say just manage those bags in your vehicle. And actually, Walmart here does recommend having customer number 1 in the trunk and then customer number 2 in the rest of your vehicle. So I mentioned if you're not a fan of grocery delivery, again, on DoorDash sometimes, certainly on Shipt, on Instacart, and I guess this, Spark Delivery, there is a new feature with this Spark Delivery. So that's these DOTCOM orders. It's non-grocery, right? It's daily essentials. It's basically anything else in that Walmart store. So we can see here, DOTCOM Delivery is currently launching as a phased rollout and only available in select locations. However, all stores are expected to have access to DOTCOM orders by the end of October. So there might be some opportunities there if you're not really a fan of, let's say, I don't know, 15 bags of groceries, which again is a concern with any grocery platform. So maybe you just want to take DOTCOM orders. So firstly, you didn't want to sign up, you didn't want to do grocery delivery. That might be a sign to just go ahead and sign up. And if you have the option, at least by October or maybe even earlier, then you might just want to take those DOTCOM orders. Let me know your thoughts on that. The Spark Delivery grocery versus these DOTCOM orders. All right, but we care about pay, right? So let's go over the pay with Walmart Spark Delivery. So how does it pay? As a driver, you'll be paid for each delivery you complete. Each offer will list the minimum amount you will receive for completing a delivery. Now that's interesting. So we will see the expected payout. I'm curious actually if this will include a tip, and we'll see here shortly the tipping options for your customer. And additionally, you can also expect to receive opportunities for incentive earnings as part of Spark driver bonus programs. Continuing with pay here, you'll get paid for extra effort, which is interesting, which may be added incrementally depending on delays encountered at store pickup. That's kind of concerning though, because if we're getting extra pay for long waits at these Walmart locations, I mean, is that Walmart kind of thinking, okay, we know that there's delays at these Walmart locations? And my concern is it just pay per minute? Because most every app, in my opinion at least, in the gig economy, their per minute pay is very low. I'm curious if it's per minute pay. Okay, so now our tipping options here, and this is really interesting, and it's kind of similar to Uber Eats in this vein here on Spark Delivery. And what I mean by that is the customer can leave a pre-delivery tip that can be edited until 24 hours after delivery. That's actually the same exact policy as Uber Eats. So you make the delivery on Uber Eats. If the customer left, I guess, a pre-delivery tip, as Spark is calling it, then that customer can edit the tip up to 24 hours after the delivery. Same case here with Spark Delivery. Now, customer service does matter, not only for that, because we want to make sure that customers aren't lowering the tip, of course, but customers can add post-delivery tips as well. Now, in my opinion, with grocery delivery, whenever I've done Instacart or really more so on Shipt, I've received arguably more tips on grocery platforms. I think that the premise is you're doing a bit more work or there's more bags than simple food delivery. Now, we're not shopping for the groceries like we would on Shipt. So I'm curious there. What are your thoughts on tips with Spark Delivery versus, let's say, Shipt or Instacart? Okay, a big thing here, let's get into bonuses here. because there's several bonuses, and honestly, I think in most of these apps in the gig economy, you're going to make the most money with bonuses. So let's see what Spark Delivery has here. So number one, they do have batched bonuses, which are nice. So complete, let's say, whatever it is, 10 deliveries, you'll receive an extra amount of pay. And then they also have batched guarantees. So you complete that, bundle of deliveries, and then you're guaranteed a certain amount. So if you fall short of that guaranteed amount, then in this case, Walmart Spark would pay the difference. Nextly, that's kind of interesting. That's a little bit unique to Spark Delivery. That's these tiered batch bonuses. Now, I have seen this on Uber. It's kind of similar here, but it's just that. It's you hit a certain threshold, you get a bonus. If you do more deliveries, if you hit the next threshold, you'll get that bonus. Now, my favorite bonus type, it's the per delivery bonus. So we can see here, this example cites a $5 per delivery bonus. And if that's the case, getting a $5 per delivery bonus, typically that's pretty good, at least in the food delivery space. Now, my concern with grocery delivery is it might take more time. Now, again, we're not shopping, which is good, but there might be more effort if you get a lot of bags of groceries. And then lastly, in my opinion, I gotta hand it to this program here, the bonuses look pretty decent, are stackable bonuses. So we talked about the per delivery bonuses, the tiered bonuses, the batched bonuses, and this is similar to Uber. Uber has stackable bonuses. So with a Walmart Spark Delivery, I can get a per delivery bonus. And I can also be going towards a, let's say, 10 delivery batch bonus, and I can get both. I can stack those bonuses. And then nextly, the rating system, which is pretty similar to other apps in the gig economy here, but your on-time arrival rating, I believe their threshold was 15 minutes to your scheduled arrival time. We have a drop order rate. This is similar to your cancellation rate if you've accepted, and then you drop an order that you've accepted. Now, acceptance rate, that's the percent of times of, I guess in this case, prospective deliveries that you accept versus decline. So something that did catch my eye with Spark Delivery, that's this Spark Now. So it's basically like Dash Now. It's basically like going online at any time with Uber Eats, let's say. That's like being available for batches on Grubhub. So it's just that. It's being available immediately for deliveries that are scheduled immediately. Now, what's interesting about this, if you're available to immediately go to a Walmart destination and immediately make that delivery, is we can see here, Walmart Spark actually says these drivers may be prioritized. Now, if I'm driving, if the pay is good, if the bonuses are good, I would always use this Spark Now because I'm basically using my time, driving in the gig economy, doing my side hustle or whatever it is. So I'm probably driving on different apps. So I'm allocating this time to make money. So I would always just go online now. I would just use this Spark Now feature always when I'm driving for Spark. So some ins and out of how Walmart Spark works, but I want to give you some warnings here, having done some grocery delivery platforms, and maybe some reasons why more people aren't talking about this. So I'm just envisioning the pickup process here. So I'm going to the Walmart location. I'm parking in the designated zones here. Now, ideally, these associates are bringing out the groceries to my vehicle. Again, that's similar to what Ship does on their delivery-only orders. Now, that'd be fine. Now, concern number one is, will that process work smoothly, knowing how busy a Walmart is generally? And then number two, really with any grocery platform, is chances are you're gonna have a lot more bags than food delivery. And sometimes a good amount of more bags than food delivery. So when I've done Shipped, for instance, I've had orders, especially the batched orders, that filled up my entire trunk, filled up the back passenger seats, that filled up the passenger front seat here. Basically, my entire car was full with the shipped order, including the footwells with multiple 12 or whatever it is, 24 packs of soda. And I remember doing a shipped grocery delivery, specifically back when I was in San Diego, a massive apartment complex. So think about that as well. It's easy enough. I've done grocery delivery where I pull in the driveway. It's a detached home. It's very nice. I'm in the neighborhood, right? It's pretty easy. Okay, yeah, there's multiple trips from my vehicle to the front door, but it's easy enough. Now shift that if you have 10 bags, right? Or even just a little bit more bags you can take in one trip. That means that now you're making multiple trips from your vehicle to the front door. And what happens if it's in that very large apartment complex? That's what I had on that shipped order in San Diego. And I was on this massive parking deck and I gotta go in the hallway, whatever, down the hallway, make it to their front door. And I had one of those massive cases of water and multiple bags, and I did it in one trip, and I basically had my hands completely full of stuff. So it's either that or you're making multiple trips back and forth. And to top it off, the customer was extremely upset that I couldn't find their apartment front door, and I kid you not, a massive apartment complex in San Diego. So there's that. So the preliminary verdict, Walmart Spark Delivery, is it worth it? Let me tell you, let me just be honest with you. With a lot of these gig economy apps, you gotta measure the effort, the workload, the miles in your vehicle, the time invested, all of that, and then of course, your payout. The thing with these grocery delivery services on Walmart Spark or really anything, I'm always measuring, okay, all of the workload, the miles, the getting to the store, the loading, the unloading, whatever, finding the customer, making the delivery, right? So can I make $25 to $30 an hour in a given hour doing all that work? Or can I make $25 to $30 an hour doing less work on food delivery? Food delivery or really any niche in this gig economy, right? It's why would you work harder, right, when you can work smarter? And that's really the judgment that we're giving apps like this. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. The Walmart Spark Delivery, is it worth it? Let us know. And if you got value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.